How to fix random crashing in Hogwarts Legacy. Welcome back to Teknobalta. During our investigation into Hogwarts Legacy performance issues, our technical team received numerous reports of sudden, unprovoked random crashes to desktop, particularly on modern systems equipped with powerful hardware like NVIDIA RTX 4050 GPUs and high core count processors. After running intensive diagnostics and hardware stress tests, we have mapped out a comprehensive, end-to-end troubleshooting guide to completely eliminate these stability issues and keep your game running smoothly. Let us dive right into our first diagnostic step, which involves verifying your core game files through the launcher to ensure no missing or corrupted assets are triggering sudden engine exits. First, open your Epic Games launcher or Steam library, navigate to your game library, locate Hogwarts Legacy, click on the three dots or settings icon, and select the Verify option to let the client scan and repair your installation directory. During our analysis, we found that incomplete file verification can leave corrupted shaders or missing configuration files that cause immediate crashes during heavy loading sequences. Second, based on our rigorous diagnostic testing, one of the most effective fixes for this specific crashing behavior is disabling hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling in Windows. Open your Windows settings, go to System, then Display, click on Graphics, select Default Graphics Settings, and toggle off the hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling option before restarting your computer. Teknobalta's analysis revealed that this single adjustment resolves a vast majority of random engine crashes by preventing memory conflicts between Windows and modern graphics drivers. Third, ensure that your graphics card drivers are completely up to date by performing a clean installation using either NVIDIA GeForce Experience or AMD software. Corrupted or outdated display drivers frequently conflict with Unreal Engine 4 titles, leading to unexpected device removal errors and hard desktop crashes. Fourth, adjust your virtual memory settings by increasing your system page file size manually through the Advanced System Settings panel. Hogwarts Legacy is notoriously demanding on memory allocation, and letting Windows manage the page file automatically can cause memory starvation during intensive open-world traversal. Fifth, limit your maximum frame rate globally via the NVIDIA Control Panel or AMD software to prevent your GPU from spiking unnecessarily during cutscenes or menu transitions. Uncapped frame rates can induce thermal throttling or power spikes that trigger sudden driver crashes and unexpected application closures. Sixth, disable any active hardware monitoring or overlay software such as MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner Statistics Server, Discord Overlay, or GeForce Experience in-game overlay. These third-party hooks inject code directly into the rendering pipeline, which frequently destabilizes Unreal Engine and causes random access violations. Seventh, lower your texture pool size and volumetric fog settings inside the game menu, as these specific graphical parameters consume massive amounts of VRAM and system memory. Our testing showed that reducing these settings prevents memory overflow crashes, especially on GPUs with 6 GB or 8 GB of RAM during prolonged gaming sessions. Eighth, clear the local DirectX shader cache and the game's shader cache folder located in your app data directory to eliminate corrupted shader compilations. Over time, cached shader data can become corrupt following driver updates, causing the game engine to crash instantly upon startup or during asset streaming. Ninth, run an integrity check on your system RAM using Windows Memory Diagnostic or MEMTest 86 to ensure your memory modules are stable at their rated speeds. Unstable XMP or Expo profiles can pass general Windows usage, but fail under the intense memory stress exerted by modern open-world titles like Hogwarts Legacy. 10th, execute an administrative command prompt scan using the System File Checker tool by typing sfc/scano to repair any corrupted core Windows system files. Damaged operating system components often disrupt the communication between DirectX and your hardware, resulting in unexplained application crashes. 11th, disable any aggressive CPU overclocks or PBO settings in your BIOS, returning your processor cores to stock frequencies and voltages. Excessive processor instability during high-load physics calculations is a frequent catalyst for sudden game closures without any error codes. 12th, add the entire Hogwarts Legacy installation folder as an exclusion path in your Windows Defender or third-party antivirus software. Real-time file scanning can aggressively lock game assets while the engine is trying to stream them from your storage drive, causing fatal read errors and crashes. 13th, verify that your SSD health is optimal using diagnostic utilities like Crystal Disk Info, as failing storage drives struggle with the rapid streaming demands of modern games. If your game is installed on an aging mechanical hard drive, migrating it to a high-speed NVMe solid-state drive will eliminate stuttering and loading crashes entirely. 14th, disable full-screen optimizations and run the game executable with administrator privileges by navigating to the main installation directory, opening Properties, and checking the Compatibility tab. This forces Windows to handle resource allocation more directly, bypassing several layers of user interface interference that can destabilize rendering. 15th, perform a clean reinstallation of the Visual C++ Redistributables packages to ensure all required runtime libraries are fully intact and uncorrupted. Missing or mismatched runtime components will often cause applications to crash abruptly when calling specific system API functions. 16th, lower your in-game graphics preset from Ultra or High to Medium and disable ray tracing entirely if you experience intermittent crashing during intense spell combat. Ray tracing places an immense burden on both your VRAM and bus interface, which can push unstable hardware over the edge during complex visual effects sequences. 17th, check your system temperatures for both the CPU and GPU using reliable monitoring software to ensure thermal throttling is not forcing your hardware to shut down components. Overheating VRMs or processor dies will instantly trigger protective measures, resulting in sudden game crashes or complete system reboots. 18th, disable any active background recording software, such as Windows Game Bar Background Capture, which continuously writes temporary video buffer data to your drives. Freeing up these continuous background disk writes ensures your storage subsystem can dedicate all bandwidth to streaming game assets seamlessly. 19th, launch the game in windowed borderless mode instead of exclusive full screen to prevent display mode switching conflicts when alt-tabbing out of the application. Borderless windowed mode provides a much more stable desktop integration layer for modern graphics APIs. 20th, if all else fails, perform a complete clean reinstall of Hogwarts Legacy on a primary drive to eliminate any lingering file corruption from previous patches or incomplete updates. Following these rigorous troubleshooting steps will guarantee a stable, crash-free wizarding adventure. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.